toolkit in a pocket-sized package. This little multi-tool actually dates back to 1891 with the original Swiss soldier's knife. It wasn't long before it morphed into other versions for sale to the general public. And a century later, it continues to come in handy. Lost in the wilderness? Or are you a serious multitasker? Either way, a Swiss Army knife has tools to help you cope. Production starts with this big coil of stainless steel. Equipment pulls it between a press and a die. The press forces the steel against the die to punch out blade shapes. It also forms the finger groove for pulling the blade out of the handle. They mass-produce parts like can openers and pliers using the same technique. They load the blades into a vibrating mix of ceramic stones and water. The friction polishes the steel. A little powder keeps the parts from sticking together. After several hours, they activate a powerful magnet to extract the parts from the vibrating mass. The process has smoothed the blades significantly, but the metal is weak and dull. So a worker arranges the blades on a mesh conveyor, which goes into an oven that exposes them to intense heat. A quick cool down follows, which toughens the steel considerably. The hardened blades now ride a carousel into a grinding station, which slims and trims them. That green liquid keeps them cool during this process. Afterwards, a computerized tool measures the blades. If the dimensions are even slightly off, they won't fit into the knife handle. A quick stamp gives the part its trademark name. To build the Swiss Army knife, they slide everything onto brass rivets, beginning with an aluminum spacer. A flat metal spring goes on next, followed by a can opener, a screwdriver, and an awl, a punch to make holes in leather. They stack another spacer and spring on top. They tamp it down, and then slide a multi-purpose hook and a pair of scissors onto the rivets. Another divider, another spring, and then they add a wood saw to this multi-tool sandwich, because you never know when you might need one. They press fit the main blade, a corkscrew, and a smaller blade onto the assembly. One final spacer, then they secure the rivets with attachments called bushings. Incredibly, they've packed 9 tools into a bundle that's only 2.5 centimeters thick. They chop off the tops of the rivets to make them flush with the bushings, and then the spinning tool flattens them. The result is a multi-pronged tool that's virtually impossible to pull apart. The blade on the Swiss Army knife is thin compared to other pocket knives to allow it to fit into the casing. They grind the cutting edge to angle it at just under 15 degrees. This makes it razor sharp, ensuring there won't be many dull moments in this blade's lifetime. They measure the angled edge with a laser to verify that it's on the mark. And now it's time for the handle. It comes in 2 parts. They sandwich the tool bundle between them and press everything together. This embeds the bushings in the handle's holes for a tight installation. Amazingly, there's still space in this Swiss Army knife for a set of tweezers and a toothpick. Finally, they inspect every tool to confirm that it's in perfect condition and that it springs out of the handle as it's designed to. Making a Swiss Army knife is a job performed with almost military precision. There's no room for error when it comes to packing all these tools into a pocket-sized unit. And once they do, this multi-tool is ready to spring into action.